can a church be non-denominational if it's basically become its own denomination? This is part of a series that I'm doing where we break down the differences between the major Christian denominations. It sounds pretty contradictory, right? But here's why millions of Christians associate themselves with non-denominational churches. Non-denominational churches aren't one specific denomination. They're more like independent churches that don't associate themselves with a larger church body. Most of them grow out of Baptist or Pentecostal or other Protestant denomination, but they just simply choose not to identify with those larger denominational bodies. They usually place an emphasis on one major thing: just teach the Bible. They often avoid those denominational titles and have local church leadership and contemporary worship. They basically are just trying to focus on the essentials of the Christian faith. They're not really concerned about the denominational identity of their church. They're more so focused on reaching the people outside of their doors. There's another side to that we need to address. Without a larger denomination providing accountability and doctrine and oversight, one denominational church can look completely different than another one. Some are basically going to just be a Baptist church, and others are going to be a Pentecostal church, and some are just straight up impossible to categorize. So a non-denominational title doesn't really describe what a church believes. It more so describes how the church is governed. After looking at all these different denominations, the question shouldn't be, what denomination do I belong to? But rather, does my church truly point people to Jesus? Except we're going to talk about some churches that do things a little bit differently than what we do as traditional Christians. First, we're going to talk about the Seventh-day Adventists.